on our roads. We go straight to the papers. I have the Guardian newspaper here, Punch newspaper, Premium Times, the Nation newspaper, and Vanguard. Starting from Daily Trust newspaper, no work, no pay policy, only condition delaying federal government ASU truce. Adamu, Muslim tickets, best option for Nigeria now. Adamu, Emirates suspends all Nigerian flights, over $85 million blocked funds. Access Bank gives 30 million naira grant to 20 corps members. Okay, Atiku, Wickesfield, IU's refusal to step down stalls peace move. Canadian town builds mosque to retain Muslim doctors. India outrage as rapists of Muslim woman freed. Some more from Daily Trust newspaper. $418 million Paris Club refund. Governor Stako Malami say action fraudulent. Self-7. 2023 e-transmission of election result has come to stay. INEC. 2023 polls. NNPP backs media trust debates. Alright, still from there, Niger, Benin, Togo owe Nigeria 5.8 billion naira for power in 2020. That's according to a report there. Okay, Obasanjo inaugurates 300-man committee for new Olowu's coronation. Pension fund administrators now recapitalized to 5 billion naira. Pencom, we won't endorse any candidate. That's from PFN. Ogun governorship, I won't concede defeat. Atiku's ex-postman. Away from Daily Trust, we go to Premium Times. Nigerian governors holds national summit on removal of petrol subsidy. Gunmen kill soldier during shootout in Abia. University workers strike. All other unions except ASU set to resume. Minister. Under Buhari, 35 aid workers killed, 22 wounded, 28 kidnapped. CBN holds COVID-linked relief on loans, takes interest rate back to 9%. Okay, F. Young, NLC speaks on organized ambush designed to intimidate. Nigeria's Consumer Protection Agency orders Google to remove money lending companies from App Store. Traffic congestion, Lagos to lose $21 billion monthly by 2030. Only 2 out of 10 children are exclusively breastfed in Katsina State. There's a UN report there. Buhari's administration has spent over 6 trillion naira on education. Okay, I can see the picture of the minister there, and Ogun confirms 4 cases of monkeypox. Let's take a quick look at Punch newspaper. Gunmen kill Plateau farmer, cut away motorcycle. Ogun students to get free surgery. Commuters groan, businesses shut as Sangota Road collapses. Lagos man jailed 37 years for defiling minor. Anambra girls arrested for robbing lovers. Exploring innovation for African universities. Something that will also read, debt service in gulps 13.17 trillion naira under Buhari. Education suffers. Do we have more from Punch newspaper? Anambra girls arrested for robbing lovers. Nationwide blackout, 3 billion naira lost to TCN strike as greed crashes. Let me check that again. Nationwide blackout, 3 billion naira lost to TCN strike as greed crashes. 8 years after leading Buhari to Obasanjo, Tinubu meets ex-president for own ambition. Okay, and Lagos Blue Rail line nears completion as engineers launch final track beam. From the Nation newspaper. Nobody can Islamize Nigeria, says Fani Kaude. APC 6 disqualification of Rivers PDP governorship candidate orders. Lagos extends Okada ban. E-Naira becomes USSD enabled from next week. Some northern governors mismanaging some northern governors are mismanaging their economies. What transpired during Obasanjo Tinubu's meeting by Jabia Miller? PDP constitutes caretaker committee for Oshun. One more before we go, excuse me, on our first break. Police rescue 4 boat passengers in Bayelsa.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Here is the list of excuses that will no longer be accepted.
Otajigbe, I beg, give me your hotspot. I want my data, but this one too much.
Please, could you put your Wi-Fi on? I'm out of data and the recharge card seller has closed.
Oh, I would have recharged though, but I can't find my wallet.
Please, I've got cramps and I can't get up. Can you share your hotspots?
Oh no! Don't know where my internet token is and I need to quickly buy data. Please, could you share your hotspot till I find it?
Hey, Jumbo, I for buy data, but that recharge card seller need to ever get change. How good you are?
Now there's really no excuse to ever be out of data with Glow Borrow Me Data. Dial *321# to borrow data now and pay later.
I beg, I share your hotspot. This rain bahad. Make thunder no go fireman.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
Power oil, power oil. Cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Power oil, power oil. The one way they sweet me na mini pack 400 naira. Yeah. Power oil, power oil. Everywhere. Power oil, good for your heart. Power oil. No cholesterol. Power oil, no trans fat. Power oil. And people who listen to your heart use power oil.
Waiting you sabi about the beautiful game. You there for the life and style. Fantasy leagues, bass goals, ginger and okpo. Breaking down the stats even to the MVPs. Taking no L's and only for the W's. I beg. Then Showmax Pro get news for you. Football season is back. Live, e-choke. Watch the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. Anywhere on any screen. Mado. Stream the action from SuperSport. Live on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
ẹ̀kọ́ tó yè koro ní ìpìlẹ̀ ọjọ́ ọ̀la rere Dominion Aviation College àǹfààní aláìlẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ fún gbogbo ènìyàn tó fẹ́ nímọ̀ kíkún lórí àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bíi air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, tourism, transport and travel management, software development and application development courses. Dominion Aviation College is the place to be. láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà péré ní àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọ̀nyí. Admission requirements are awaiting result WAEC, GCE, NECO, ND, NCE, HND or BSc láti fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bíi air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, tourism, transport and travel management. ẹ kàn sí ilé-ìwé Dominion Aviation College tó wà ní number 37 Oyinlola Street off Bolumole Ring Road, Challenge, Ìbàdàn. ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn 0814-730-6896 or WhatsApp 0813-148-2943. Visit www.dominionaviationcollege.com. Email dominionaviationcollege22@gmail.com.
The hangout was lit. We should do this again. Wait, guys, let's take a picture. Everyone, get ready for a selfie. The category is melanin popping. I'm in.
Let's see.
These pictures are dolu.
Here, use my Techno Spark 9.
Check this out.
Now, this is the real deal. Spark up your selfie with the new Techno Spark 9 series with a 32 MP HD selfie camera, 5000 mAh battery, 6.58 inches full HD plus screen. Say hello to the world of crispy, clear, and sharp selfies on a long-lasting battery and large memory to save them all. Buy any of the Techno Spark 9 smartphones to get an instant gift and enjoy 13 months device and 180 days broken screen warranty. You can also get your device with Easy Buy for a down payment as low as 22,999 naira. Hurry now. Visit the nearest authorized Techno outlet to get yours today. Techno, stop at nothing.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Good morning to you if you just joined us. The station is 32 FM 94.9. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. In a bit, we'll do some analysis of the headlines. Austin Idomo should join me also soon on the program. From the Punch newspaper, We have this one. Debt servicing gulps 13.17 trillion naira under Buhari. Education suffers. The federal government spent nothing less than 13.17 trillion naira between 2016 and March 2022 under the regime of the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, as analyzed by The Punch. Findings by The Punch also show that during the same period, the government budgeted 4.4 trillion naira for education amidst constant criticism by stakeholders, including the academics, about the low funding of the sector. It's a long one. Federal government education underfunded. Federal government may borrow to fund sector. Economists one. Let's take a look at Premium Times. Nigerian government moves national summit on removal of fuel subsidy. We have this one here from Premium Times. Nigeria government moves national summit on subsidy. The Minister of Finance and National Planning, Zainab Ahmeda, said the Federal Executive Council, FEC, has given approval for a planned summit of the government, leadership of all political parties and relevant groups to discuss and agree on the removal of petrol subsidy. Mrs. Ahmed disclosed this yesterday at a meeting where she appeared before the House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating premium motor spirit PMS subsidy. From Premium Times, Nigerian government moves national summit on removal of petrol subsidy. Still from Premium Times, Atiku dispatches 3-member delegation to Port Harcourt for meeting with Wiki. A 3-member delegation dispatched by the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar arrived Port Harcourt Thursday evening for a meeting on Friday. With Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and his allies in the crisis rocking the opposition party. In the delegation led by the Adamawa State Governor Amadou Finturi, a former governorship candidate of the party in Ondo State, Etayo Jagede, and Akilu, a former special advisor on political matters to former President Goodluck Jonathan. From Premium Times, Atiku dispatches 3-member for PDP reconciliation. Nigeria's Consumer Protection Agency orders Google to remove money lending companies from App Store. The Federal Competition and Consumer Agency has ordered Google Play Store to pull down 4 money lending companies for escalating unethical and unscrupulously exploitative practices in the industry. The affected money lending firms are Maxi Credit, Chacha, Here For You, and SoftPay. A statement signed by Babatunde Erukera, the Commission's Chief Executive Officer, said he gave the order during an enforcement operation in the Ikeja area of Lagos on Thursday. Nigeria's Consumer Protection Agency orders Google to remove money lending companies from App Store. All right, still from Premium Times newspaper, under Buhari, 35 aid workers killed, 22 wounded. That's what we have here from Premium Times. Okay, it's a long one. Austin Idumo is right here with me in the studio. Good morning to you, Austin Idumo.
Good morning, Tayo.
Okay, you need to speak up a little.
Good morning, Tayo.
Oh, great. I guess it's the rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to some analysis here. Let me take this one and then I'll go to Austin Idumo. Since 2016, a year after President Buhari assumed office, 35 aid workers have been killed, 22 wounded and 28 kidnapped, an official has said. At least 6 of those kidnapped were kidnapped in 2022. The Humanitarian Affairs Minister Sadiya Farouk said in Maiduguri in the presence of President Buhari. We have data here, details of what she said. What was said at the World Humanitarian Day 2022 event were contained in a statement by Mr. Buhari spokesperson Femi Adesina. Under Buhari, 35 aid workers killed, 22 wounded, 28 kidnapped. That's according to an official statement. Austin, once again, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get a reaction to this headline.
Yes, I think it could be a conservative figure. But if you look at it critically, you discover that it's on the high side. Because for us, that number of people, it's not across the country. It's just restricted to the fight against insurgency in the northeast, especially in Borno State. A lot of intervention efforts, especially humanitarian effort, on the part of not even the government alone, international community has suffered major setback as a result of the fight against terrorism. Because terrorists want to destabilize the people, also want to threaten the government in such a way that logistics and supply will be under threat. Of course, it is against the international convention for you to attack aid workers, humanitarian workers, those who provide support, especially in terms of life support for those in critical need. When that is threatened, it means that all hope is lost. So the government need to do more, not just coming out to give us this figure. If you look at the fight against terrorism, especially in Borno State, Northeast, the government has made relative progress. What we now have to deal with is fragmentation and infiltration here and there of terrorist groups who formed the new splinter group from the Northeast, migrated and scattered all over part of majorly Northwest, then part of North Central. So the government have a delicate situation to deal with in terms of humanitarian services. And let the government also ensure going forward that especially financial efforts being put together to survey the situation, get to the people. By now, we should be talking about resettling people in the IDP camps. That is number one. Governor of Borno State, Babagana Zulum, has made frantic efforts, commendable efforts along that line in terms of resettling people to their ancestral homes, ancestral community. He has done that, rebuilding of those devastated community. So what government should do is to continue to reduce the number of people in internally displaced persons camp. By the time we do that, and those who are still remaining at the IDP camp must be adequately catered for. Some of them are still victims of malnourishment, rape, and other vices, even from our own security operative. So it will amount to like double jeopardy for them, double tragedy. They can't live in their home. They have been sacked by insurgency, terrorism, and what have you. They are now being maltreated in a place that they are being kept. And Tayo, if you hear the figure of the amount that is budgeted to take care of this individual, you will know the height of man inhumanity to man. So let the government do more, do supervisory effort, and ensure that things return to normal.
Now, the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, has said the implementation of the federal government no work, no pay policy is the only condition delaying the truce between the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU.
Well, I don't want to agree with him because if you look at the position of ASU, you discover that there are still other gray areas. Because ASU has come out up until yesterday that the proposal that government brought on board was a kind of take it or leave it proposal. I don't know whether you understand take it or leave it. This is what we want to do. Whether you like it or not, that is what we can offer. We are talking about professional negotiation here. There must be concession on both sides, on the part of ASU, on the part of the government. And for me, I think it is too late all the way. And come to think of it too, it is better late than never. So whatever the government had to offer, let them do it. Because we actually advised the government before now that ASU has come up with a demand, come up with an offer. This is what we can afford at this time. Because whether we like it or not, the demand and agitation of ASU can be translated into naira and kobo at the end of the day. So come up with an offer. But ASU is saying that the offer is too watery, and they are giving the offer that, oh, if you like it or not. And there is also this dichotomy between Ngige, Minister of Labour and Employment, and Adamu, the Minister of Education. You know, Ngige came up, I think, about a month ago or a month plus, that the president has given order to Adamu, the Minister of Education, who has been so docile as far as ASU issue is concerned, gave him 2 weeks ultimatum to sort out the issue. Just yesterday, Adamu came out and said no, there was no order like that. The president said he should resolve the issue in earliest possible time. You know, that is a blanket statement. If you look at it, there's no time lag. So we don't really know who is saying the truth. And the president that 2 of them are quoting is not even ready to come up and say this is the true position of things. If Adamu, for example, has been given order, let's let the 2 weeks be out of it now. If he has been given order at all to resolve the issue between the federal government and ASU, and he said in the earliest possible time, what could be an earliest possible time as far as this issue is concerned? Right. Is it until the whole session is over? So let federal government come up, let ASU also come up, and the no work, no pay. It has never really worked in Nigeria. That's the truth of the matter.
There's also the question of who will compensate, or how will the students be compensated?
Adamu said, in reaction to that question, he said students should take striking workers to court, whether they could be compensated. My grasp is that federal government going forward after the resolution of this issue should not allow any union to go on strike in Nigeria by ensuring proactive and timely mediation in some of this matter, because I see it as double loss on the part of the government. People that you know that for a period that services were not rendered, you are going to pay them whether you like it or not. And today they have been on strike for over 6 months, and you will pay them, you will still meet their needs somehow. So let the federal government be more proactive to ensure that agencies, even organizations and unions that want to embark on strike, you engage them on time.
No administration that has not kept students home, but Buhari has kept them home.
The most. If you look at it critically, the issue is that all of this conversation now, why not when the strike was about to begin, or let's say a week into the strike? It's quite unfortunate that we are discussing this after a 180 days that students have been kept at home. Do you know what that means for us? It means that we do not value education at all.
Let's look at this headline here. The Republic of Niger, Republic of Benin, and Togolese Republic did not pay a 5.86 billion naira electricity debt in 2020 from an invoice of 16.31 billion naira issued to them by the Nigerian Electricity Markets NEM for the year. Should we just adopt these countries as, states of the federation?
Well, I don't think so. They are neighboring countries or neighboring community. We look at them. From that indication, it shows that they were actually owing, I think, about 60 billion plus. They paid over 10 billion. What the government should do is debt recovery mechanism. The Electricity Regulatory Commission should look at that, because if you look at what is currently happening, Togo, Benin, and Niger, it shows that this quantum of amount is still outstanding. And it is not just today. I think it spanned between 2020 to date. So let the government see whatever they can do. Because if we have some of this debt here and there, we are not even talking about local debt too. We said that in the report, if you look at it very well, Ajakuta is owing 1 billion and 50 million. That is what Ajakuta is owing. They are owing about naira 30 million and another one 50 million naira. If we put all of this amount of money together, and the amount that the discos are owing as of today is well over 800 billion naira. So it means that the revitalization of the power sector totally has collapsed in Nigeria. We have internal debt and we also have external debt. So let the federal government put measure in place to recover this. If perhaps that is what you would do, put measure if like my home now, for example, if I don't pay, I don't use energy. You understand? So let these countries too be charged. Those who cannot afford to pay, or those who are having humongous outstanding of debt like this, you should not supply services to them in terms of energy.
Recently, Gambari, as the president, chief of staff, who was credited to have said that the boundaries between Nigeria and neighbors is artificial, from what he said. this Big Brother role that we play, is it that, are we really running this country as a proper business?
That we must get to the level where we have to run Nigeria like a business. I hope that NNPC, for example, will be a catalyst to achieving that, especially in our industrial development. Let's take the oil sector, for example. Now that the NNPC, quote and unquote, has been either to liberalize, let's see how it goes. We must run Nigeria like a business entity. I do not think if Nigeria is a corporate organization, for example, there are some people that will be owing you, and at the end of the day, you still be supplying power to them, maybe based on one agreement or the other. It shouldn't be. So let us activate the business model mechanism by ensuring that if we don't supply, if we tell ASU that no work, no pay, why should we now allow Benin Republic, Republic of Togo, Republic of Niger to start consuming energy without payment? If we want to play the role of a big brother, it is not out of place. But we have to be substantial enough to be self-sufficiency, so as to be able to ensure that we give out whatever we have in excess to other people who are in their need.
I don't know how this sounds in your ears, but Emirates Airline has announced the suspension of its flights from Nigeria with effect from the 1st of September. The decision was due to the inability of the airline to repatriate its funds from Nigeria. We'll look at this headline after this break.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Hello Bayo, ojú ọ̀nà márosẹ̀ yẹn ni mo wà báyìí. Níbẹ̀ lọkọ̀ mi dẹnu kọlẹ̀ sí. Kódà mi ò ní.
Dákun, lówó pé tó tó láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú pé yìí.
Rárá o, kò jẹ́jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kí ni ìdí?
Ìpè yìí ṣe pàtàkì gan ni.
Ó bá ti rìsáàjì ń gbà náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ṣùgbọ́n mi ò sí níbi tí mo ti lè rìsáàjì báyìí.
Ó ṣe kúkú yáwó ìpè lẹ́ǹkan.
Yáwó ìpè kẹ̀ báwo?
Pẹ̀lú Glow Borrow Me Credit, o lè yáwó ìpè kó o sì san padà lẹ́yìn náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló rọrùn. Ìwọ sá ti pè *321# kó o sì jẹ́ láṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Lóòótọ́, ó ti lọ wà jù.
Glow ń dúró ti ní nígbà tó jà jùlọ.
Báyọ̀, bí mo ṣe ń sọ lọ, ọkọ̀ mi dẹnu kọlẹ̀ níbi.
Sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, sanwó lẹ́yìn náà pẹ̀lú Glow Borrow Me Credit. Glow Unlimited.
Get up and go, 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 go. With Countdown Choco, go, go, go. Get up and, get up and, get up and go. No matter what you're gonna do, do it. With Countdown Choco, and the rich must earn for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolate with Vitarich plus iron.
Cowbell, I wanna look.
ṣé bí gbogbo ìgbà lè máa ń sọ pé Tolú ò fẹ́ràn ọ̀fà, Tolú ò fẹ́ràn ọ̀fà. Ẹ fi mí sílẹ̀ jàre, tí oúnjẹ ọ̀fẹ́ bá yọ máa rí yín níbẹ̀ o, níbi nǹkan mímu ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ máa wà ńbẹ̀, àgàgà tó bá jẹ́ owó ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ gbẹ́yìn rì. Ẹ gbàgbé ìjọ, gbogbo wa ní nǹkan rere mú o, kódà bí Jumia ṣe ń gbé ọjà lọlé lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí, èmi àti yín náà la jọ ń gbádùn ẹ̀. Nígbà gbogbo tí ẹ bá rajà tó lé ní 1,999 naira nílùú Ìbàdàn àti Èkó, ẹ máa jẹ̀gbádùn àǹfààní gbígbé wá sílé fún yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Torí náà ẹ rajà lórí Jumia lónìí. Jumia, ọjà ojoojúmọ́ láràwọ́tó yín.
Oh wow, Susan, look at your hair. It looks so healthy and it bounces too. It's so cool. How did you get it to be like this? I've been having all sorts of issues with my hair. Oh, please tell.
Well, I use the new improved Ozone Hair Relaxer, fortified with shea butter, olive oil, and protein complex. Babe, imagine. Shall you see how firm my hair is? Full and bouncy. And that's not all I get, oh. This relaxer protects my scalp and reduces my hair breakage completely.
That's so cool.
And you know what? It comes in a brand new white and green packaging. A white and green curved jar with different sizes of 175 grams, 225 grams, and 400 grams. Hey! Where are you running to?
I'm off to get mine.
The new improved Ozone Hair Relaxer. Cool. Very cool.
Happy birthday to
We need professional pictures of the birthday girl. Beautiful. Hey, smile for the camera.
Nepa.
Hold on, I have an idea. Everyone, put on your phone torchlight. Here, take my Camon 19 Pro.
It works great for portraits in low light.
Yo, these portraits are clear.
I told you, this is the Every Moment Portrait Master.
That's right. The new Techno Camera 19 series, running on the latest Android OS with Google Apps, is your every moment portrait master. With its 64 MP bright night triple portrait camera, the Camera 19 is designed to give you perfect natural tone portrait photos, whether in low light or daytime. Buy any of the Techno Camera 19 smartphones to get an instant gift and enjoy up to 24 months device and 100 days broken screen warranty. Purchase your device with Easy Buy for a down payment as low as 30%. Hurry now. Visit the nearest authorized Techno outlet to get yours today. Techno, stop at nothing.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Austin Edom is right here. I'm OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Let's look at this particular one here before we open the phone lines. Emirates Airlines has announced the suspension of its flights from Nigeria with effect from the 1st of September 2022.
Yes, it's as a result of a trap fund in Nigeria, and this fund is denominated in foreign currency, the dollar, and the CBN is not taking it lightly because the CBN itself needs a dollar for the Nigerian economy. This has always been the conversation. It has been an ongoing issue before now. You know, Emirates suspended the flight services. At some point, they had to withdraw again. At some point, they had to resume. But they are saying that the issue has gotten to the climax. It's becoming almost unresolvable, and they had to take this bold step that going forward, if the situation improves and the federal government is able to accede to their demand. In terms of trap fund, what are we talking about? Funds that are supposed to be repatriated. In Nigeria today, aviation business is is something else because operators are running at a loss. My worry is that after this Emirates Tayo, if care is not taken, other international airline might decide to follow suit, because you can't continue to invest or do business when you are not sure or guarantee of high return of investment. We are not even talking about high return of investment now. For example, if you have to buy aviation fuel, I'm talking about local operators now, for over 800 naira, what do you make from there at the end of the day? You have to consider the issue of maintenance and after services.
Hello, this is Sean from Oyo.
All right.
I want to talk about this electricity thing. Austin, how much did they buy this disco buy fund? 1 million naira. Who owned all these disco? You don't know them. You know the general manager of Union Bank was that bought Benin because it is because of this disco that he has problem. In one interview, Atiku said all these they gave contracts to people to build IPP. They went to their village where there is no gas, and they collected 100% of the money. Nigerian government has not recovered that. Now, what worries me is this. When this electricity worker was switching off the electricity, they did the big day. And they now put us into security risk. When we are doing things, we should be very, very careful. The bandits do not know that there is a control tower in Abuja or in Kaduna. They show it. Can they do that with Obasanjo? If Muhammad Buhari just put the soldier and army there,
thank you.
Before they switch off, they say he is contracting.
Thank you. Your point
We
is
should
made.
be very careful when we are doing things.
Thank you. 009 7000 949 0705 5000 949. Good morning, Tayo. INEC's declaration on electronic transmission of election results is a welcome development, but INEC should also reject any form of bribery to rig the election. Timothy Okori, we got that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Matayo Nabamuru from Bodija. Okay. Actually, Austin is right. The government should do everything like a business. They should start doing the government like a business. But then we look at it again. The government should also remove every subsidy. The government should stop doing what people can do for themselves to do it for them. But when we look at it, look at the cost of electricity. The government should find a way of, if you iron your dress now, just 2 pieces of clothing, you find out the electricity runs out. The government should find a way of also ameliorating people's problems and solving the situation. So we need maybe world-class economists to help us solve the problem. You can't continue that because people just earn 30,000 naira per month, and they have to pay something like 30,000 naira for electricity again.
Right.
It doesn't really work out. So everything should be run like a business, and that means the top should be run like a business. Also, the bottom should be run like a business.
Thank you.
The people running the economy too should run themselves like a business too. That's what I want to say.
Thank you for your contribution. 009-7000-949. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Nigeria from Ibadan. In Nigeria, we are like meat sellers that feed on bones. We have crude oil, so we can't boast of anything 62 years after independence. We can't even boast of stable electric power supply. Then talking about that crude oil, not long ago, Melchiari said 400,000 barrels of oil are being stolen every day. My concern is Nigeria does not have a stable database system. How did he arrive at that number? Then if his claims were true, 400,000 barrels stolen every day, that's like $1.9 billion. And when you combine the North states with 8 states with GDP, that will settle the GDP of 8 states in Nigeria. When are we going to get it right? I think it's about time Nigeria's economy is diversified, because the oil we even claim we have is nothing, is not giving us anything good.
Thank you, Balkis. Good morning, newspaper team. It's sad. The federal government can't make a resolution with us, so they are wasting student time and having their focus on 2023 election. May God save us and bless Nigeria. Otumbayo Aderinola, we got that Nigeria inflation rate is caused by many things. Your analyst is speaking with two mouths. First, he wants the government to give us 1.1 trillion naira, and everyone knows that this will trigger the government to increase business tax, thereby causing businesses to fold up. Daniel Ogunwale, we'll come to that. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Tayo. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning.
Please, I want to ask a question this morning. Why are we continuing subsidizing on fuel? That's number one question. Number two, we as a masses, do we really feeling the impact of this fuel subsidy for God's sake? Let the government stop feeding us now. In a couple of months, I will be 57. I'm not a fool. Please, Nigeria are fed up of all these things. Let them create an enabling environment. This is only an enabling environment that provides enough job for our youth and adults. What are we talking about? They are using the huge amount of money to subsidize. Subsidize what? Subsidy is a scam. Let us be frank with ourselves. A nice day. I'm about to my name.
Thank you. Aderito Rashidat, thank you for your message there. We have something here from Miriam Hussein. Let's take this call. I'll come back to Miriam Hussein's message. Hello.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning.
I can't hear you. I believe you can hear me. This is Adonis.
Adonis, we can hear you. Make your point.
We are asking, the federal government is saying it cannot pay ASU for the period they have been on strike. Did the federal government not accept student school fees collected under this strike? If that is correct, the federal government should own up to their own responsibility of paying ASU. Secondly, as Article is saying, he will lead Nigeria out of darkness, which he has put Nigeria as a result of the fact that he led Nigeria to privatize the electricity sector that made individuals to go into buying the electricity that will now have discord and all of that. How is he going to do it? We should be sincere. Article has no solution to Nigeria electricity problem, and it should give way to those that can solve the problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Adonis. He said Atiku does not have the solution. So, who do we have?
That has the solution. But the way Atiku wanted to achieve that is, according to his blueprint, he said he will decentralize the power sector. He will allow states and agencies to generate their power without necessarily connecting to the national grid. If you ask me, and if you are familiar with the energy sector, that is one-step solution to the whole crisis. That's just the truth. This idea of national grid policy has never really worked. So if it has never worked, it will be so stupid to continue to do something the same way and expecting different results.
Hello.
This is Olufemi from Oyo.
Okay.
What type of misprioritizing government are we having? If they are saying they cannot even pay ASU the token they are asking for from this national purse, if you go and check, federal government that's used 5.9 billion to train only 177 Kano citizens on phone repairing, and they are saying there's no money. They are wasting students' life and whatever because their children are not partaking in this whatever. It's only when students and Nigeria is going to rise up and we second end to this government now is on the street. That is when they will know what they are doing. May God help us. They are spending money uselessly and they are not spending on what is important on Nigeria.
Okay. Austin, did we actually use 18.9 billion naira to clear bush?
Well, according to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, I think they had to answer that question. No, anything is possible in Nigeria. That's just the truth.
No. I mean 18.9 billion naira.
Yes, Tayo. This is Nigeria. Anything is possible.
Okay. We have to go. Kay is already signaling that we need to leave the studio. Also, your final word before we leave the studio.
Yes, we are not saying that ASU government should bring 1.1 trillion to pay ASU, but for some responsible parents too, they go borrowing to fund their children's education. You understand? It's better than buying wrapper. It's better than buying food and eat, because investment in education is a waiting future investment.
Thank you, Oseni Idumu. Thank you, listener, for your time also. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Have a great Friday. Up next is Smart Kids Show with Auntie Yellow. Good morning.